All right, all right, all right. You're back. Monday morning. We are back. All right. Good morning. How is everyone? I hope everyone is doing okay. All right. Good morning. How is everyone? His life with a single All right. I hope everyone is doing okay. Today is a great week. Let's wait for even one person. 5 people only. All right, all right, all right. What about today? Is there anyone on the line? So this week is value packed with a lot of news, high impact news from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this is a good week. This is a very great week, and we should be thankful for this week. So welcome once again. Let's start our analysis officially. So we begin with GBPUSD. Alright, so here we are now. How many people are we? Shit, we're only one person. We're only one person. My God, I think I should be informing people earlier. We're only one person. People don't want to look for the money. Alright, let's continue. So this week is not only looking very well, very good, but it has given us a lot of information from the weekend, from Friday, from when? Yes, from Friday we have had a lot of information regarding the markets. So the first piece of information we have received about the market was on Friday. So Friday, our anticipation was price was going to get to this point and then do a serious buy to the buy side. But did the price do that? No, that was our analysis. We wanted price to get to this level and then buy, but instead price came and wicked through and broke through at 10 a.m. before it went how many pips, then it came and retested again before it dropped to around 46 pips. So this was a great trade. This sell trade would have been a very good trade. Otherwise, so the only thing that remains now is one thing. If price closes below this level, because that is what I'm anticipating, that the price is going to close below this level, and then it's going to get that level. Or even continue further down. So welcome once again. We are looking at GBPUSD because the point at which it is right now, well, we don't want to say it's a critical level because we are just in the beginning of the month. But if price wants to really do a retest, okay, so if price wanted to do a retest, first it tried to do a retest around this level. So that is the day we wanted price to get this level and then buy. But because of price action, or because of how price action is behaving, my anticipation is that we will have to take this low of January, this low of the month of January, and this high of January, and then get a sweet spot level around this level here. So you can see it is repeating something. It is repeating the same thing. Repeating the same thing every day. Repeating the same thing every day. So if price wow, these are very nice, very nice. Can everyone see this? These are 136 pips waiting for us. These are 136 pips waiting for us in case price breaks through this level. So this was our those are low of the month. These are low of the month, not just the low of the week. This was our low of the month, and this is our high of the week right here. High of the month, sorry. High of the month. So we have both the high and the low of the month, and our anticipation is that price is going to get to this level, at least 100 pips. It can even get to this pips here down, so that if we are going down, this will be likely our low. No, if we are going to buy, this will be a new low of the month of February. Remember, price has already broken these very significant highs. For example, this was the high of January. Hey, my friends, it has even broken these highs here. These are the high of, was the highest point of 2025. It has broken that level. It has also broken this level, 17th. Although this level was the high. This was the high. This was the high of January. No, of July. This was the highest point in 2025. This point which let me go to the daily time frame for you to see where. All right. So this line here, this line I have marked here, this was the high of 2021. Then we also have these significant highs here. Okay, this was the high of 2025. Now price has come and broken that high. Can you see? Price came and closed below, closed above with a very strong body. So now we have a new high. So we tried to get entries. We tried to get this entry to this level, but it was not forthcoming. So now the best analysis or the best of the best entry points would be at below an area which is below 60% or between 60 and 70. So if price can come to this level, to this zone here, this zone which is marked by a green rectangle, sorry for that. Now that can form a basis for a buy scenario. So we can look. So this is the daily time frame. Now we are in the daily time frame. We are trying to get the best buy zones, best sell zones, and technically planning for the whole month. This week we also have NFP. So really, it is very simple. When price closes below, just a bit, just below like that, we shall be expecting it in these zones, in these regions of 160, 160 pips, at least 160 pips, 260 pips. Now after that, after which we are going to be looking at very, very, very nice. If we can get even a low, my God. If price can come to this level, my goodness, shit. Can everyone see this? So what we are doing right now is we are mapping the best possible buy zones for these pairs. So this is the first move. The first move we have seen is 160 pips. We are anticipating 160 pips. And then we are also anticipating, shit, it's a lot of pips, my friends. This 735 pips. So now, this is a lot of money, my friends. Oh my goodness. So now, our first entry signal, if you check closely, if you look at that chart the way it is, just look at that chart, just admire the chart. That chart already has presented a lot of things for us here. We have a lot of bullets for our gun. We have a lot of, it is only us who will fail to take heed of the information being presented. Okay? The number one information we have right now is that this was the lowest point of last week. And it being a low of last week, it is very, very significant. No one should lie to you that this level is not significant. I have told you before that the lows of the week, the highs of the week, all those things, they are quite important in price. And now, when those areas are broken, instead of being retested, if those areas are broken, instead of being retested, guess what happens? That forms a basis for our trend. Okay? So us as traders, we are just waiting for the right information to see us get to this level, at least 120 pips, at least, my goodness, 165 pips. Do you know how many 165 pips are? If you use one lot, that's 100 and no, 1630 pips, no, 1630 USD. Now, since we are going to be keeping an eye on this level also, we also want to know the best zones we can get in to buy at this level. How many pips are these? These are 700 pips. Now, if you observe closely here, even last week, even last year, not last month, not last week, sorry. Last week, price began by first breaking these significant highs here. But because price wanted to collect more liquidity, it came and created its low of the month on Sunday, 18th January. Okay, that is why I'm telling you, even if we are anticipating a buy, we also have to anticipate that price is going to wiggle until it forms the low of the month. Is everyone with us? Are you with us? Repeat and say, I am with us. So the point at which we are is a potential for 150 pips. That is why from this month you might see me now being seriously involved in the New York session, because New York session has proven beyond doubt that it offers very good setups if you are around. Number two, I have also committed to use a lot of these alerts. So my alerts now are coming to my phone directly with no problems. So from this month to December, we are going to be here during the London session and during the New York session. During the London session and during the New York session. So 2 hours each, which are 4 hours. If you are not ready for that, this live stream is not yours. This live stream is not yours if you are not ready for that kind of work every day until December. And for the next 5 years, we shall be here. So you have to be prepared. You have to prepare yourself. You also have to prepare your wallets. So it's not just a matter of preparing yourself. You prepare your wallets, because we are going to be eating a lot of opportunity is coming. A lot of opportunity. So our today's signal is simple. We wait for price to break this very significant low of Monday. Okay, this was Tuesday, not Monday. So this was Monday. So we wait for price to break this significant low of Monday. Then we will have gotten our buyers to the sell side. All right. Now. If you are more conservative, you can wait for price to break that level. My goodness. Remember, the best way to win in these markets, so this line I've outlined here is also a very significant low of 25th January. So we are using this low to anticipate whether, or we are using that low to see whether price is going to break that level and retest, then break that level and then retest, then can go down. So if we have those confirmations, now it will be very easy to place our sell trades with big lot sizes, with humongous lot sizes. Okay, remember, most of the days we are gathered here are just days we are, what are we waiting for those days? When we are gathered here, we are here to set traps. That is what I keep on repeating. Set traps, setting traps, setting traps, setting traps. Eventually, some of those traps you have set are going to hit the bullseye. And when these traps hit the bullseye, now that is how we make our money, because we don't rush into the markets. That is not our system. We don't try to force the markets to show to give us setups. We don't do that. We don't do that here. Okay, let us look at Euro USD. So Euro USD, the same way, we take the low of this month of January and the high of January, because basically January both euro dollar and pound dollar were both trending upwards. They had a bullish momentum, which does not seem to be stopping any time soon. So where would be our second best entries based on the monthly, based on the daily time frame? Our second best entries, no, our best entries. So the first best entry would have been on date 16th of January. But now the market has moved ahead. So this is our best entry based on the fib. Remember, the fib is a tool just like any other, a very important tool which is going to help you in both exits and entries. Okay, some of you say, oh, Fibonacci is not good, but have you tried it? Have you back tested it? Try it and you'll see. Try it, especially in the higher time frame, from the 1 hour time frame, 4 hour time frame, daily time frame. That is where you can get long-term entries. For example, right now we are looking for long-term entries on our pairs. Okay? Remember, this month is the month where, so how many pips are these? Okay. Imagine, just imagine, Take a look at that. So within in a span of only 20 pips, because in trading we depend on pips, we also depend on time. So in the next 20 pips we will know we have a entry. We have an entry to this level here. That's around 100 pips, 100 clean pips, 110 pips, 110 pips. Okay, that is why I've told you we need to be in the markets even during the New York session. New York session. Good morning, Sharbies. How are you? And how has your weekend been? So we seem to have clues as to where the market is going. And our work, after getting those clues, is now waiting for confirmations which align with those clues plus market structure. So market structure plus my clues is equals to money. So in our case right now, if price closes below, we have to get to this level, which is the best discount area. Remember, we have best discount areas. We also have best premium zones. So the best discount areas are the best prices for price to buy. We just don't buy. We buy at this. We like to buy, or we will want to buy, or we should endeavor to buy at discount areas, discount levels. How do we draw discount levels? Now, our case example here is the low of the month of January. So you draw that low of the month of January to the high of the month of January. Now, anything below 50%, okay? If you have to write this, then write it down somewhere. Anything below 50%, that is, if price gets and closes below 50%, which is what we are waiting right now, then that will be a good place to buy. Okay? But even below that 50%, the best of the best place to buy will be between 61.8 and 70.5. And at level 70.5, we have a very significant order block here waiting for us here. So price is waiting for us to come and retest this level. So we are very early. So price is waiting for us to come and test this level here. So this level is very, very nice. So if price gets to 17,500, which is an IPL level. So some of you wonder what an IPL level is. So an IPL level is an institutional price level. Let me repeat again. It's an institutional price level. So we had 17,500. We said we have several significant institutional price levels or IPL levels. We have level 500, we have level 800, we have level 200, and we have level 000. Okay? So these levels, the only way you can understand these levels is if you go and draw them yourselves and identify them yourself. I will not be there to identify them for you. You will be there. It is your responsibility to know those things. So once I mention those things, after the live session, it is you and your laptop or your computer. So you have IPL levels. And the best thing is you are learning how to trade while I am utilizing those levels. So I am waiting for price to get to this IPL level. This is 17,500. If price gets to that level, that is around 86 pips. These are still good pips. Still good pips. Very good pips. In fact, you can take that whole trade alone for that month. Okay? This month I almost also forgot. We will also have targets. So once we achieve those targets, for example, if I achieve my target of a specific amount I want to make that week, I will not engage my live account again. So I'm going to be informing you that my target has been reached. My target has been reached. And if it is reached, now I'm going to be paper trading only. I will not be going back to my account. Because it is not enough to know how to make money in the markets. Let me repeat this. It is not enough to know how to make money in the markets. You have to also know how to manage this money. You have to also know how to ensure that this money you have made is not lost by Thursday evening, or is not lost by Friday. You have not lost this money again. Because what happens if I make $1,000 on Monday? If I make $1,000 on Monday, then my work for Monday is gone. It's gone, my brothers. It's gone. It's dead. Because if my target was $1,000 for that week, and I got my $1,000 on Monday during London session, it means I have no business engaging the market again. That is what is called self-control, even when you are winning. Because it is very easy to win. But it is also equally very easy to give out your win. So, even yourself, in your own account, if you are trading $1,000, your target is $100 for every week. If you get to $100 on Monday or Tuesday, now it is time. It is time to keep off the market. So our entry signal will be below these very significant lows which were created on Monday 26th of January. Okay? Now, in that similar fashion, if price gets to this level, let's say it has gotten to this level, and then price closes below this level with a body energetically. So I will not engage a buy position. I will just be waiting for price to give us more signals from that level. Okay? So the only way I'm going to engage for a buy position at this level is when price gets to this level, and then price forms a, what do we call it? A bullish order block, or a bullish, what is it called? Bullish engulfing candle. So unless price is going to form a bullish engulfing candle, you will miss me getting a buy entry. You will not find me getting a buy entry at that level. Because if it will surely turn at this level, it is going to be very easy to identify that bullish candle. It is going to be very easy. Okay? So trading is not supposed to be extremely hard. Alright, you want me to give you the Bitcoin projection. Alright. So what was I saying now? So I was saying, in that similar fashion, if price comes and closes below this rectangle, so up here is 61.8, below here is 70.5. At this line is the best entry zone. If price closes below this rectangle and it closes with the body, then my friends, I will not engage. I will not engage. Because if price wanted to, and you know why I'm leaning on a sell, okay? You know why I'm leaning on a sell is because if price violated the sweet spot for last week, let me explain to you why. If this was this level, you see this level, this 61.8 and 70.5, this was the low of last. This was supposed to be the re-entry for a buy signal. This was supposed to be the re-entry for a buy signal. Now when you see a phenomenon or an occurrence where price breaks your sweet spot level or your fib levels, it means now we are no longer dealing with the week. Because this is a week from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That was 1 week. We are not dealing with the weekly structure. Now we are dealing with the monthly structure now. And for the monthly structure, you have to take every single fucking day of the week. So that is why price can get to this level or even this level if it so wishes. If it so wishes, it can still get to that level. But the ideal level, and remember, we are entering a new month. We are already in a new month. We are already in February. And when we are in February, or when we are in any month, price has to form either a high of the week of, either it has to form a high of the month for that month or a low of the month for that month. But at the end of the month, it is going to form both. And both of those highs and lows will form basis for the next month. For example, I'm telling you right now, this was the low of the month. God damn it. This month is going to be the best month, low of the month of January. And this is the high of the month of January. So we have a high and we have a low. And the price rejected or decided to retest this level as the month was coming to an end. And remember, it is not just forming these big candles. Price has done something very surprising. But there's usually nothing very surprising about price. So our next liquidity points of price are these levels, and then we have these levels here. So this was there. So you can see this was there. This was not just a high of the month. This was the high of the year. of a high of the year of 2020. Do you understand me? So this was the high of the year of 2020, and this was the high of the year of 2017. So we are trending in dangerous grounds right now, and it is not dangerous for us. For us, we are just finding opportunities. For us, it is opportunity time. It is time to eat, my friends. All right, let us not go very far. Let us deal with those 10 years first. Those are approximately 10 years. So we have 10 years, and what we are doing right now is we are looking for the best zones to get in, to continue with the trend, to take out these highs of 2020, to take out this high of 2017. Okay? I have decided to follow Jesus. So in fact, this week I might be anticipating for a sell-off. Not just today on Monday. This sale can continue for the next how many days? For this week. Okay? We just have to be cautious enough and get those entries. So when you expand the monthly time frame, and then you take this lowest level here, even this one is very far also. So I've taken this low of July 25. So what I'll do, let me stick to this narrative of mine, because I see this as the best narrative. These are the best levels for price to come and retest. So price might get to these levels. I don't deny, but you will have to get to this level first. Okay, so for me, my bias is a strong sell until we see something. These are 108 pips. I'm not sure that price will get to that level, but I don't know whether it's going to stop at that level. You know, it can say to come to this level. These are 178 pips. But either way, our today's signal is price closes below this level, we get an entry signal, then we proceed to the downwards. That is our today's signal. We can proceed to GBPUSD and see what GBPUSD has in store for us. So for GBPUSD, the problem is still the same. Let's go to gold for now. Let us check gold. Let us check gold. Let us check gold. So for gold, we pick the most reasonable level. So gold has done something very interesting. Gold opened with a very serious candle to the sell side. It's around more than 3,200 pips. So that's the daily time frame. We have marked this significant order block here and a significant area in price. So why does this seem like a good level to get in? Why does it seem like a very good level? Is it a good level? You tell me. That will be a very good trade for gold. So it's just a matter of waiting for the proper confirmations. Because in the long run, we are on a bullish momentum on GBPUSD, Euro USD, Gold, US30, because the dollar is dumping. The dollar is dumping. Let us check US30. So last week, our anticipation for US30 was that US30 was going to break above this zone. But did US30 break that zone? No, it did not. No, it did not. It did not break that zone at all. So what US30 did, it consolidated. So ideally this will be a good sweet spot level. So I'm just identifying some sweet spot zones. So if price closes below those sweet spot zones, then we are out. Okay, if price closes below this level here with this majestic candle, you see this, we have a bullish order block. So if price closes with a strong body, can you see the strong body? Can you see this strong body here? I don't know whether you're going to see it. Let me enlarge, because you got to see this strong body. So this is a strong body. So if price closes below this bullish OB, then the momentum or the trend immediately changes. The trend ceases from being consolidating trend. We began going on a downtrend. We begin going on a downtrend, unless of course price wants to react to this level. So what would this mean for us in the 1 hour time frame? Oh, it's very simple, by the way. Very simple. Very, very simple. What this would mean is we just close below. When we close below and we come to that level, we are going to be at a very big advantage. Remember, it is always best to take trades which you are at least have a conviction about. And the ones you don't have a conviction about, get out with no remorse. But don't forget the major move which we are anticipating as traders is a buy on those currencies and on those metals and indices. Okay, so what we are doing here is just buying time. We are buying time before we officially go for that buy. So that is a weekly technical analysis of those pairs. So let us look at DXY. So last weekend, I explained that DXY is at a 20-year decision point, and it has been at this level for how many months? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 months. 8 months so far. So if price just closes this month now, if price closes below that level, then comes back and retests, then we have potential to come to these levels, to these sell levels. Okay, so the only thing we will be waiting for price to do in the course of the next 2 weeks is to form a high of the month. Price is going to form a high of the month just as it formed the low of the month of January in GBPUSD. So DXY, we are waiting for DXY to give us a high of the month, and the other opposite pairs to give us lows of the month. So highs and lows of the month are formed maybe in the next 2 weeks. Okay, let me give you, my goodness, you can see price has also come to this monthly bearish OB. So this is where I'm anticipating that we are likely to form a low. I'm not sure the price is going to come to all these levels, but ultimately this will be a very good low. So this is a fair value gap in the monthly time frame. So how many pips are these? This mind is sometimes very mind-boggling. So these are 372 pips. These 75 pips formed within 154 days. So 154 days, those are 5 months. I don't know, can price do that? So what I mean is for price to come and form the new low of the month at that level, for it to break this point. Because yes, we want it to break this point, but we have to have a clear low of the month being formed. Okay, so it might get to that point, I don't know. If it does not get to that point, it just take 1 month. So something like that. So this is a quarterly fair value gap. Why quarterly? Why quarterly fair value gap? Because we have considered 3 months. If price will get to this level and fill this level, that will be an overkill, but anything is possible in this market. So we just wait. Okay. But these levels will always be marked quarterly fair value gap, monthly time frame. Now, if price does not break that level we are waiting for, that is still no problem. By the way, the only problem will be us. So that is my projection for this market. So the only thing now I'm going to be waiting for is the kill zone hours so that I can engage. I have to wait for the kill zone hours. I have to be patient enough. But remember, it is not enough to wait. You have to be there. You have to be there, and you have to be there to take advantage of those setups. If you are not taking advantage of those setups and you are still in the live session, then you are just wasting your time. Because we have done a very serious detailed analysis of what we should expect in the next few months or in the next few weeks as traders. Alright, let's look at Bitcoin. So this is Bitcoin we are looking at right now. Even without being told, we already have several significant lows and highs. Okay, so the first one, this is the first one. We also have this significant low here. We also have this and then still on Bitcoin, we have this weekly OB. What? I don't know whether you guys can see this. This is a weekly time frame on Bitcoin. And from what I can see, if you look closely, you'll see that Bitcoin is dumping. Bitcoin is dumping. I have no idea why. And it has closed below this very strong bearish candle. So what does it want to do now? Okay, we are also going to draw this this sweet spot level, and then we are going to mark it. So to me, I'm anticipating that we are going to keep on going down for Bitcoin, probably up to 49,700 or even 50,000. That is a deeper discount for the speculators who are not yet in. Because if you look well, and that will be a very good thing, so that those of us who took their profits early can get an opportunity to get in again. So the only confirmation you'll need, Mr. Sharbies, for Bitcoin is when it closes below 72,400. And this is a candle. This is just today's candle, by the way. This is not any. This is today's candle. If price can close below 72,000, then you, my friend, because ultimately this is the price. This is the price level it should be buying, because we don't want to. Okay, so this is our sweet spot level. Remember, before when we came to the sweet spot level, we can see clearly that price has closed below this weekly bullish order block with a, well, not a very strong momentum, but it is still a momentum anyway. So to me, this is still an indicator of price going down. So if today's final candle it closes below, it closes outside our sweet spot rectangle. These are sweet spot rectangle. Remember, these are tried and tested levels. So if it closes below this sweet spot rectangle with a strong energetic candle, okay. So tomorrow we are going to be looking for entries to the sell side, probably up to 49,000. And this level itself so now if price closes with a candle, or not with a strong candle, now our sweet spot level will be that one. Now I have taken the low of the low of 19th December 2022 and the high of September 2025. So it is quite simple. Either it will turn around and start buying at this point, or if it closes below with a candle, we are going down, 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 down up to 50,000. Yes, up to 50,000. And me, as the trading side boss, my anticipation is that we are going to go down regardless, because we are in February. We need to get more orders. We need to wipe out some traders. So what will be the best level? 50,000. 50,000, then we buy. So 50,000 until we buy. Bitcoin. So this is our level. So we have made it even narrower, more narrow. Once it breaks this line and maybe closes below this bullish OB, now that is where your confirmation comes in. That is where your confirmation comes in for all these pips, a lot of them. This is also NFP week, and during NFP we want to protect our capital as much as we can. As much as we can. Because you have not yet seen the good times. So we are not just preparing for the week, we are also preparing for the month. For example, if you see the day has started like this, there's a high probability that maybe during New York we might get an entry to the downward side. And for us, we don't complain. We will not complain, we just take the trade as it is and put our stop losses at take profits at 35,000. So from this point to this point, 172 pips, clean 172 pips. Okay, clean 172 pips.